Hey there folks, Peter here with BlackRock Business. Welcome to the channel. So glad you're here. Today we are going to talk about an often sought after piece of information, and that would be, hey, I want to have a membership in my store and I want to give my members, a special price level, a special deal on all the things that they buy from me, because who knows, maybe they're paying a membership fee, or maybe you just really like them and you want them to have a better deal than your retail price tag says. So let's take a look at that. Before we get into this, don't forget to jump over to Facebook and join up with our QuickBooks Point of Sale group, where you can ask questions, request videos, talk to myself, do whatever you want. When the QuickBooks Point of Sale world will be there to help you out. And if you're on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe today so you can get all the latest, greatest QuickBooks Point of Sale videos. Let's do it. All right. On the file menu, we're going to go to Preferences and Company. I'm just going to explain a few things here before we get into the actual membership pricing. So in the company preferences, we're going to pricing, and these are price levels. If you don't know what price levels are and you want to understand them a little better, don't forget to jump over to our video about price levels, explaining kind of what that means. And if you're lost, go ahead and check that out. But otherwise, you can set these price levels to any name you want for any reason you want. These might give you an idea of what we're talking about here. You might have a price level for your employees. You might have a price level for members. So for members, I named it members. This is the price level we're going to assign those particular customers to, and we're going to give them a 10% markdown. Actually, let's change this because this is how it already is. So I want to tell you how to set it up. And if it's already that way, I can't show you how to set it that way. So we're going to give our members 15% off, right? Because they are so freaking awesome. Okay. So we're setting the members price level to 15% off. That means any new item that we create from now into the future, when you set the price on that item, it'll automatically also set the price on the members level as 15% below that. Make sense? So it just automatically does that when you create an item. But the thing we got to look at today is if you are creating a new members price level, you have to retroactively, on purpose, set the price level for all the items you already have in point of sale. It doesn't take the 15% out of that field and just automatically do it. So we're going to show you how to do that. And once that's done, all the prices will be set for your members level. It's saying you have changed a preference and you should close all the windows. Doesn't really make sense in this setup because you can't really see the windows, but you're going to want to hit close now. Anyway, we're going to get now into the inventory menu and go down to price manager. And like I said, what we're going to do here is to make sure that all of our past products are set to the correct level. So we're going to make price changes. We are going to do a new price change to the price level called members. Makes sense. And you can name this whatever you want. I'm going to say set 15 on members. It's just a name for this change. I'm going to do this to all items. You can actually filter items, like if there's certain items you don't want to give your members a discount on, or if you want to set a different sized discount for the members level, you can do that by filtering items to just the items you want. I'm going to do it on all items. I'm going to hit next. We are going to calculate the new item prices from price. You can do this by cost, so you could make sure that there's a certain margin from your cost upward. However, the problem with that is in that setting at the beginning of the video we just looked at, you can't do it from cost there. It's always going to be a markdown percentage from regular price when you create a new items. So if you are going to give your members level a cost plus pricing, you're going to have to continually go through this repricing like once a week or something like that, because that preferences area only will do a markdown from regular price. Okay, so we are going to do a calculation from price on the regular price level. That's the normal price tag, price ticket level that everybody in your store buys from. So we're going to do a markdown from there. We're going to calculate the new members price level by multiplying, and you'll see what I mean here. So if we're going to give them 15% off, what are we going to do when we multiply the regular price? We are going to multiply it by 0.85 because that's going to be 15% off. Do your math, folks. And if you'd like to, you can do price rounding. What that is do you want it to end in 99? Do you want to end it in a 10-cent round? I'll just show you this page for just a minute. I don't usually do rounding on memberships because they're actually getting an exact discount. But I'll show it to you for a second and then we'll back up. So if I go forward, you can make it to the exact dollar amount. That's the next dollar. You can make it to the exact dime. You can do .99. You can do .09. Just so you see, here's some examples. Like if this was 1825, then it would change to 1829. You get it? And you can define a custom one. I've never done that. We'll do that in the future sometime. And we'll explore that, but I don't think we need that here. I'm going to go with the exact numbers. I'm not going to do price rounding. I'm going to hit next. The items I have selected is 68. I only have 68 items on my item list in my little sandbox here. I'm going to hit finish and it's going to pop up and say, hey, you've got some stuff that is priced at 0 and we can't do anything with it. That's fine. I have a few items that we were screwing around in other videos and we didn't put prices on them, and that's all that means. So we hit next. Now, this screen gets a little confusing, and the reason is this shows you the current, I think it was 10% off that I had it set to previously. So it's only showing you the change between 10% off and 15% off. It is not showing you the change between what your regular customers pay and what your membership customers pay. So if this is confusing by showing you current price and new price, just know that the new price was calculated from regular price and the current price here is actually the current membership price. So the change it's showing is just the change that you're making in the repricing. I poked around in here before and I was like, can we show the regular price? It'd be nice to know that we're actually doing the 15% off. You'll just have to maybe cross-reference. You should know that it's going to work right if you do 0.85 for 15% off. It just works. I wish that this screen would show us the regular price so we could tell it's 15% off, but it doesn't. So that's that. You can look at the prices and make sure they're ones that you can live with. You can compare them to the cost, make sure you're actually making some money still. Make sure there's not any on here that where the cost is like more than you're selling it to your members for, because they'll take advantage of that. Yes, they will. Okay, so that's it. You just review your stuff there. You can apply changes to inventory, and you might need to choose a user. But otherwise, it's going to affect 68 items. I'm going to apply the changes. It's going to tell me that some of them are 0 again. Like here, we were doing a bunch of different jackets here, and I never priced any of them. That's all it's telling me. If you're seeing this 0 message, you might want to check into that. Maybe you have some items that are priced at 0 and you don't know why. You might want to check into that. All right, the price changes were applied. Now I'm going to tell you how to assign a customer as a member. So I'm going to go to the customer list. Every time you get a new member or somebody who you think should be a member, I'm just going to add a new user or a new, customer. It's going to be Sammy Davis, and you can put in their phone number and their email, but you're normally adding customers on their receipts. But if you have a long-time customer or a customer that's paid a fee to be a member, then here's what you're going to do. You're going to hit the edit discount button. And instead of having no discount, you're going to use a price level, which is right here. And you are going to switch them to members price level. And that's it. Now they are a member. If they cease to be a member, you'll want to go in and make sure to take that discount off. I'm going to hit save. We are going to jump over to the make a sale screen so you can see exactly what this looks like. I'm going to choose something that actually costs money, like a dozen roses, which is normally $60. And now I'm going to add my customer, Sammy Davis. And it's going to bump up and say, hey, this customer is assigned to a price level different than what the normal price level is. Do you want to use this customer's price level on this sale? You're going to say yes. And ta-da, they have 15% off automatically. And down here you can see members subtotal. And so there, it's an excellent way to have a membership of any kind that you'd use in your store or retail, and your customers can be assigned to it. My name's Peter with BlackRock Business. Thanks for coming along on this little video on membership pricing, and I hope you have an excellent day.